Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa, and today is just going to be a quick little video catching you up on the last lucky bag. We had a little vote to see which lipsticks we were going to keep, and I thought I would just update you on what I'm decluttering and what I'm keeping. I'm going to change the format of this series a little bit. I think I have a new idea that I'm going to test out with the next one. So this is just an update, and maybe I'll quickly talk about what I'm wearing today. So we are heading out to dinner with some friends tonight, so I got all ready and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna quickly film this little video, this little catch-up video. But in case you're interested on what I'm wearing on my face, I am wearing the Pat McGrath foundation, which I think is so beautiful. Hideously expensive, but really beautiful. And I talked about this in an earlier video. This is Light 3, and it's just gorgeous packaging with a little pump. So I really love it. I think it does a beautiful job on my face. It's not too heavy, but I think it offers some decent coverage. Then on my eyes, I pulled out this Marc Jacobs Editorial palette because I wanted to use a little bit of this green, so I did kind of a smoky eye with a little bit more of the green underneath. I didn't want to do too much, go overboard, but I'm really happy with the way this eye look came out. And so the colors I used today, this first light shade all over my lid, then I went in with this light brown shade in my crease to define the crease, and then on my lid I put this shade here because it's kind of a goldish shimmery shade, and I took this white shade and put it like in the very inner corner of my lid. Then I took this green and put it, on the outer edge, blended it up into the crease, dragged it under the lower lash line. Then I was done. Then on my cheeks, I pulled out, this is kind of a high-end, low-end look because there's a lot of high-end products here. And this is the one low-end piece, and it's from this lucky bag. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Blush in the shade Nude. So the outside of the packaging looks like this. This is a fantastic little drugstore blush. I have another shade kicking around here, but this is what was in the lucky bag. I have reached for this so much, like so much. It was probably the one product I reached for the most out of this lucky bag. Just sharing. And then on for a highlight, I pulled out my Laura Mercier highlight. This is absolutely my favorite one because it's, look at that. It's shiny, but it's not glittery. It doesn't show texture on my face. And then on my lips, I'm wearing this Marc Jacobs lipstick, and it's in the shade Vinyl Dream, which is like a purpley, dusty purple, super pretty. And I thought it balanced out. The eye looked really nice and went with what I'm wearing, which is something colorful and a little different than my usual black. So that's what I got going on my face. So let's talk about the lipsticks that we had a little voting on. Did you like doing the voting? Was that fun? Is that something you'd like me to incorporate in the future? I really enjoyed hearing what you had to say, and I totally agreed with the outcome, 100%. So I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I did post it on the video where we had the voting. I will tell you that the big loser was this super dark noir red from Besame. No, I think only one person liked this. Just one. And I totally agree. This was not pretty. And someone asked me, did it come in a set or did you pick that color out? And I actually picked that color out. When I'm buying stuff online, I often spend a fair amount of time just looking at swatches people post to give me an idea, do I think I'll like that shade or not? And this shade pulled a little bit more red in the swatches that I saw online, and it pulled very brown on me. So it was a no good for me. And I agreed. I never reached for it. It was just way too dark. So that was a no-go. We all are in agreement on that. Then the next one, which was a little bit more of a mixed review or mixed voting was the Candy Venom from Fenty Beauty, which is this beautiful, really bright pink. I would do a hand swatch, but I'm going out to dinner and I don't want that staining on my hand. So, you know, the feedback on this was pretty much kind of like no, although some people were like, it's a good summer shade. I think I am going to hold on to this just because of my hair situation. You know, I'm going to my natural hair color, which is white or gray, and this might be really nice in the summer. And that's really the only reason why I'm holding on to it. So that's just kind of in the wings for a year from now. And then the voting on the MAC and the Pat McGrath were almost identical. So in case you haven't seen either one of these colors, so this is Fast Play from MAC and Beautiful Creature from Pat McGrath. Both kind of a good basic, I would say like mauve-y, neutral, Your Lips But Better shades. So I am going to keep those for sure. I'm putting them right in their place. So I did talk about this little blush. I'm absolutely 100% keeping this. I love it. The other blush that was in this bag was from Mally. It was her old Shimmer, Shape, and Glow. This has been around for a really long time. I do really still like it, and I did wear it as like an eyeshadow one day. I took this lighter color and put it on my lid, put this in the crease, and it was a great little bopping around on the weekend look, and this is a pretty blush. So I am going to keep this. We'll see how much I end up using it down the road, but I do really like it. So I think I stopped using it because I actually tucked it out of the way, out of my general rotation. Not a good plan. So I want to keep that front and center, and I think I will use that a little bit more. So let's talk about eyeshadows. So I had two ColourPop eyeshadows. If you recall, this one actually fell out of the container and broke up into 100 pieces on camera. And this really beautiful taupey shimmery shade is Hard as a Rock. They're both hard as a rock. These are nice formulas, but my advice to you is only get one or two and really work them before they dry out, because they dry out pretty fast. The other one was something I hadn't even opened. Shame on me. It was the Color Tattoo Leather Eye Studio color in the shade Creamy Beige. And it's a great shade, but it's really dry. So again, shame on me. I'm going to declutter that. The foundation, honestly, I hated the color so much, I didn't even put it on my face. I think I did a little bit here one day and I was like, what are you doing? You have so many foundations that you liked even better, so let's get rid of this. So I absolutely decided to declutter that. In case you're wondering, it's from Paula's Choice. She doesn't even make that anymore. Before I get to the eyeshadows, we'll just wrap up with a few little bits and bobs. I had another Professional primer. I have a ton of these, like little sample ones. I'm not sure where they all came from. It's a great primer. I really like it. So I'm going to use, I'm really working on my primer situation and try and use some of them. And then I had this pencil, Urban Decay Slide On Glide On. I don't remember what it's called. And it's a dual-ended pencil. They released these, I guess about the time they released the Naked 3, that like rosy one. And they had pencils that matched each of their other earlier palettes, and this one went with the Naked 2. So the black is really pretty dried out. I could actually pull the whole lead out. Yeah, that's pretty dry. So I wouldn't use the black. This end, I'm really on the fence. This is called Pistol, and it really is so pretty. But will I use it? Let's have a moment and ponder that. Probably not. I think I'm going to declutter it, because if this was working well, then yeah, I'm decluttering that. In there was also this great little Smashbox trio. I really love these. These are the Photo Edits eyeshadow trio, and this is in Nudie Pick Fair. These are great little eyeshadows, and if you want something simpler, like a simple little quad, this is a great way to go. They had a whole bunch of them. I think they're still available. I love the minimal packaging, and that it kind of looks like a filter for a camera lens. If you're into photography, they come in these little cases just like this. And I quite like this. It's a great little trio, so I'm going to keep that. And then I had two palettes in here. They were both from Laura Mercier. I think when I set these bags up, I kind of grouped certain products together, like this is the Laura Mercier bag. This is the whatever bag. Good, bad, or indifferent, that's what I did. Thinking maybe I don't want to keep both of them, just to refresh your memory. This one is called the Extreme Neutrals Eyeshadow Palette. This was a holiday palette, I believe. And I do really love the Laura Mercier formula for eyeshadows. I used this once. I just could not get into this palette, even now, when I was focusing on it. I don't know what it is about these shades. It's just like, meh. So I think I'm going to declutter it. I hardly used it. I don't really see myself using it. When I open a palette, I expect to have some inspiration from it. I just really would like to be excited about the colors that are in there, and it kind of gets me excited to create a new look. And I don't get that feeling at all from that palette. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't wow me. This one, however, which is the Artist Palette for Eyes and Cheeks, which was also a limited edition holiday offering, is a little bit different. And it has the 4 quads, and it has this like bronzy cheek color in the middle. It's called Rose Gold Shimmer, and I like everything about this palette. I like that you can kind of work in quads. I like this is just a very neutral, bronzy, little pinky shade of blush, and it's very pretty. And you know, some of the standouts, I love this dark navy and this crystal beige. Obviously that's the one I've used the most. There's a little divot in there, but I love this one, and this whole top row is just great neutrals. Yeah, I really like this palette, and I use this not quite a lot, but I use this several times more than that last palette. So that's where I landed with this last lucky bag. And like I said, I am planning to present the next lucky bag in a slightly different format. So when I get around to doing that, it'll probably be after I get back from my vacation. When I get back and I film that video, I'll be looking for feedback from you to see which you like better. The old style, which was going through the prior month's lucky bag, talking about what I was decluttering, and then opening up the new one. So, to be continued on no particular schedule, because that's what we agreed upon. I upload videos every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to last week's video right up here. I think I'll also put the Lucky Bag series playlist up here in case you are interested in taking a look at some of the other videos I've done in this series. Thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.